all making this evening memorable as the light fades. It's so autumn, and how amazing to be here by the river. Dawn Smith. Are you here, Dawn, tonight? Dawn Smith is a retired Vancouver teacher and administrator, born in Winnipeg, grew up in Vancouver, settling in New Westminster after the loss of his wife. Retirement interests include family, friends, oil painting, essay writing, and elusive golf. In 2010, he hosted his painting exhibition at Queen's Park Gallery. Congratulations, it's a big honor, and please come up and read your poem.
Excuse me, a little stiff from sitting here for a moment. Wait for me, Daddy. Wait for me, Daddy, a war photo brought to mind. Another son in Winnipeg was also left behind. The worldly battle was erupting fast, no early end in sight. Forsaking peace and brotherhood, the world prepared to fight. Home was never quite the same without my father dear. My mom and I awaited news, our thoughts were filled with fear. The enemies we hated much, posters revealed our ire. Victory within our dreams was the goal we so aspired. Stamps, bonds, and service too were devoted to our side. Much loss of life and injury were happening far and wide. What seemed short days, longer months became years. As time passed unconsciously, we continued to face our fears. Thinking about another day, the end will come, our imagined victory. One more war, as before, will be assigned to history. Thinking about that Royal City boy who seemed about my age. As a 7-year-old soldier's son, I understand his page. My book still grows, now 80 years old. My father did survive. His too, I pray, with happy life, and son who's still alive.
Does anyone know if Sonia Nguyen's here? No? So I'm just going to honor her by reading her biography, and then we'll give her a round of applause because you're all so awesome. So she's not here? No. That's too bad. So Sonia First UN has always had a passion for writing ever since grade school. She volunteers her time to various writing organizations, takes part in writing workshops, is involved with writing groups, hosts workshops, and is currently the volunteer coordinator for the Royal City Literary Arts Society, our class in New Westminster. So yay, Sonia! You guys are awesome. Thank you. And now we have Elizabeth Holton Schofield. Have I said that right? I'll just read your bio. Oh, come on. They're so beautifully written. I think it's important to read your bios. You're so very welcome. So Elizabeth is currently working on her first novel. Now, she has been published by the Globe and Mail, Bareback Lit, and Drunken Monkeys. She won the honorable mention in the fiction category, which is incredible. It's very competitive, at the Surrey International Writers Conference in 2013. And she has placed in writing contests held by our class, the BC Federation of Writers, and Room magazine, no small feat. Welcome.
My poem is called I'm Not His Daddy. He's not my boy. I have no sweetheart, no wife to pack my kit, no woman blessing my handkerchiefs with her tears. I've had no life yet. I leave the mill, sticky, black, resinous, and trudge, then swing along a march, the first of many with other tired, grimy men. Uphill from the river to join up. It's downhill from here. He runs, yet I'm here, knowing of the son I'll never have, the wife I'll never leave, the life I give away. I shed the routine of my small existence, the safety of the familiar, the lunch pail, hockey, the steam whistle, to crawl out from a sandy grave or plummet from the sky in the rain, killing other men before they kill me. He runs from the safety of mother's grasp, bold as brass across the road, lunging for his daddy's hand. And daddy turns, reaches for him one last time before the train, the boat, the army camp, the blood that comes between father and son. I'll cross the road from the safety of my platoon's grasp, lunge for his daddy's hand. His daddy turns and reaches for mine one last time. He's my comrade before the blood comes between him and me. Thank you.
Thank you very much. An awesome poem, as you all have been. Again, I love the shading. I love the way poets are not afraid to get into all aspects of a world event, a personal event, something as momentous as war. So our final poet for the evening, and then I thought we would have a lovely social together, and poets get to talk to poets, and those of us who are published and well into our writing careers would be happy to talk to you. Maybe some people who are just starting out. And how does that sound? Does that sound okay?
Sounds good.
All right. So the last poet is not here. I believe he resides in Thunder Bay. Yeah. So I'm going to read his little bio, and then Kyle is very kindly going to read the poem submitted. Is that correct?
Yes.
Thank you. Marc Mullo, yes, is a Canadian independent author of poetry and other notable literary genres. He was born, raised, and still resides in Thunder Bay, Ontario. And Kyle, please come up and read the poem. And thank you very much for doing so.
I had some technical difficulties, so we're using technology instead of paper. Opposite of usual technical difficulties. Family Comes First by Marc. Wars and other similar conflicts often divide loved ones wide apart, actively in pursuit of an understanding that can fray your delicate heart. It's important in noting that attention will find a more prominent role. Trust and compassion for each other can often heal your inner soul. Failing to forgive and forget is not a positive, healthy, mindful reaction. Offering to help and volunteer your time is a very important decision. Remembering the good times over the bad makes fonder memories, makes me feel much better about myself despite any harsh faculties. Everybody needs to feel a sense of belonging and even foolish pride. Deserving of some freedom and honor helps us to constantly stride. Admiration and determination will follow you down a successful path, defining everyone as proudly patriotic and defiant of any such wrath. Don't ever forget where you came from in this dichotomy that's a life. You should be able to live how you want and reduce potential strife. Thank you.
Great drama here is going to interrupt something that I thought about watching that marching parade of men and realizing that there were divisions going off to war that started with W, like WACs and RENs.
Yeah.
And maybe not as many women then fighting for our freedom. But when we've got soldiers now, sailors, airmen, and there are more women than ever in the forces out there putting their lives on the line for us. It's sort of disturbing to think about how many places we've got men and women right at this time on our clocks, putting their life out for us. Thank you.